Hello automation animal lovers, welcome back to KT sessions. And in today's session we are going to do email automation. Already we posted a video on send email action of this email package, but in this video we are going to see all the uh, actions of this package. And guys, if you are new to this RPA or automation anywhere, you can check out our playlist. We have playlists for basics, for beginners, for all the RPA tools like Blue Prism, Power Automate, UiPath, Automation Anywhere, and we have one advanced playlist for the expert or for the advanced RPA developers. So you can check out our videos on YouTube. You can find the links in the description box. So let's start with today's topic. Let me create one task bot and I'll name it as email automation. And guys, if you may be aware of this, we can now create our task bot on Mac OS also, means we can access automation anywhere on the Mac as well. If you are not aware of it, you can check out video on our channel. We have posted a video on this as well. Okay, so I have created this one for Windows platform. Let me create and edit. And here you can see it is showing Windows. And when I go to email actions, I will search for email and I can see lot of actions. We can't use these actions directly. We need a loop to use these actions. You can see when I hover on any of the action, you can see user use this action within a loop action. Okay. So let's see how can we use all these. Okay, so first of all, we are going to connect with our email server. So for example, if I am using Outlook or I'm using Gmail or any other email, we will take one connect action to connect with the email box or an email server. Okay, so we can give a session name, default or email session, anything we can give it. So let it be email session. And here you can see connect to Outlook, email server or AWS server. So we can see three options. Outlook means it will connect with the Outlook which is currently running, which is currently available in our system. For example, let me open the Outlook and in this my kts_rpi@outlook.com, this mailbox is configured. So by default our task bot will connect to this mail server. Okay, but if you want to connect with any other email server, like if you want to connect with your organization's email server or you want to connect with client's email server, so you can select this email server and you can check this secure connection, and then you need to give the host. So host will be like this, like Outlook dot it will be like this, mail.outlook.com or mail.gmail.com, something. It could be anything. You can see some example here as well. Okay, so you should have all these values like host of your email server, port name, and this authentication mode also. If it is basic or something, means if you for example, if you are using a mailbox of a client and you have access to that email server, so you can use your Gmail, your email ID and password as well to connect with that. So all this detail you should have in advance, then only you will be able to connect. Okay, so in this video I am going to connect with the Outlook which is running in my machine or which is installed in my machine. And apart from this, we have one more option which is AWS server. So if you are going to connect with any AWS server, you can select this option and you need to provide the Exchange version and Azure cloud. Okay, so you should have all these details and I'm assuming you are going to whenever you means I will keep it simple. I will connect with Outlook. See, and you can see this message, Outlook is not supported on Mac OS. Okay, and use Microsoft Outlook Mac OS package instead. Okay,
the next day.
Okay, we are going to use these actions. So we have successfully connected with this session, and after that I'm going to disconnect action. So this is one of the best practice. If you are going to connect with, if you are going to establish a connection or creating a session, so always disconnect the session at the end. So I'm taking a disconnect action, and will be the same email session. Okay, and in this I haven't given any input. Okay, just I am connected to output, and just I'm connecting with Outlook, but I need to select the mailbox with which mailbox I want to connect. For example, in my Outlook, there can be multiple mailboxes which are opened. Okay, and by default, it will connect with the default mailbox. And when I refresh this, so it will extract all the actions or all the mailboxes from my Outlook. Okay. So refresh is done, and now I can see default mailbox and KTS underscore RP at outlook.com. So if I select default mailbox, so I have only one mailbox, so it is default one. So it will by default select this one. But for example, in future, if I add one more mailbox and I marked that mailbox as default, then in that case, it will pick the means it will start using that mailbox which I will add in future. So that's why if you want to use a default mailbox only, so you can select default. And if you want to use a specific mailbox, for example, if you want to use KTS underscore RP at the date outlook.com, this is the mailbox which I'm going to use in future as well. So I'll select this one only. Okay. And I'll click on save. So these are the some common actions or common activity which we perform in our Outlook. Generally, we go through all the emails and for example, if I get this email, I'll open it and I'll see the content. I'll read this email, then I'll download the attachment if there is any, and then I can move this to the another folder or something I can do. Similarly, all these actions we can perform from this automation anywhere as well. Okay, but now see, we don't have any option to like read the email. How can we read the email? How can we get the, for example, this is the email. I want to get the content of this email. I want to get the email to like who all are in the email to who all are in email CC. Like I want to get the list of recipients. So how can I get that? For this, we can't see any action. Na? So for getting all these details of a particular email, we want to use a loop stage, and even all these actions which you can see, mostly actions will work inside this loop. Okay, and we are going to see how it will work. So first of all, we are going to connect with our mailbox, then we'll use a loop, and we need to iterate over all the emails. So when I search for email, I can see for each mail in mailbox. Okay. So it has connected with our mailbox. Now we have access to our mailbox. So we can iterate over all the emails. So we can read all these emails. We can mark them as unread. We can get the content of these. We can get the attachment. And I want to find an email with the particular subject. For example, I want to search for an email which contains 7500. So I will search for this. Okay, so it will give me an email. It contains 7500. Okay, so we have means basically we can apply a filter kind of in our search. Okay, so if you want to retain the status, you can check this. Otherwise, let it be. And sort the email. If you are looking for the new or latest email, you can select this. If you need a email which is very older, then you can select this. And after that, from a specific folder, if you want to read the email from a specific folder, similar, see, as we have this filter here, as when we go to this, we can apply this for filter, means current folders, subfolders, current mailbox, all Outlook items, or we can select favorites also. So similarly we can apply this filter here as well. From which folder you want to read, just give the name of that folder. And if you want to apply a filter on a subject, for example, I need a email in which subject line contains 7500. Okay, so I can give 7500 here, or even if I have like a Well, I want to read an email. I want to get an email in which subject line contains this: from AI pilots to real impact. Okay. So I can give that as well. So these are the optional filters. And if you want to get the email from a specific senders, so you can give the email ID of that sender here. For example, I want to get an email from a sender whose email ID is this one, a@gmail.com. So I can give this. Okay. And when receive date is on or after. So if you want to give this one, means if receive date is on today's date or after system date this. If you want to apply a filter, means I need a email from before this date or after this date, or email of this particular date. Okay, so for that you can select a date time variable here. You need to create a variable for date time. For example, if I have a email, if I have a variable temp date, and in this I have given one date which is 1st of November, and time let's say 1 a.m. Okay, let me click on create and select. So if I want to get the email in which the receive date is on or after 1 November, so I can give this filter here. Similarly, we can do for the before, means if I want to get the email before this date, so I can select this date as well. But make sure you are selecting that different dates here, because if I select the same one, so either the emails will be before this date, you will get all the emails before this date, and you will get all the emails after this date. I'm giving null here. And then message format, if you want to get the message format in HTML or plain text, so you can select this. Use local time zones, true, variable, true, false, or if you want to pass this value with the variable, you can select this. And these are the inputs which we can give, and then we will get our output. Okay, so output we will get in a dictionary. So dictionary or in a multiple variables. For example, I want to extract an email in which subject line contains this one. Okay, and sender can be anyone, and dates doesn't matter. Receive date doesn't matter, and it should be in the inbox, and I'm sorting this by latest first. So sort emails means the output which we will get in, it will be sorted in the sorted by latest. Okay, so I want to get an email with this particular subject, so I will get the output. Okay, so in output I will get lot of things like email to, email body, email from, email CC, all those things we will get. So if I need everything, means all the variables or all the values, I can select the dictionary. If I need a particular variable, so I can just give that name of that variable. So let me show you that list which we will get, or the that, and you can check that list here. I'll give this link in the description box. You can see all the properties. So these are the properties: email subject, email from, email to, or these are the keys which you can use. For example, I want to get this is the email with the subject, and I want to get this one, email, sender of the email. Okay, so I'll select email from. Okay, and I'll go back to this. I'll select that variable mapping, and key is this one, and map to a variable. I will use sample string. Okay, let it be sample string, and in the message box I will print that sample string. If we are looking for a exact match, so we need to give the subject line in the double quotes. Okay, so I have given this in the double quotes, and it will look for exact match. Okay, so let me run this. And here we go. We can see the first message box, which is info@mail.uipath.com, and you can see this email is marked as unread, because we are not retaining the status of the email. So it will read all the unread emails. Okay, so I am getting this info at mail.com. You can see the email sender was this one, and in this email we have this subject line. Okay, so let me close this, and you can see all the emails are getting read. See, now we don't have any unread email. So it has read all the emails and bot is completed successfully. So this is how our automation anywhere works. Means it can go through all the emails of your mailbox, and it will whatever condition you will give, whatever filter you will apply, it will give you those emails. So if I need a email with the subject line, so I was getting this, so I can get any detail of this email. As of now, we have given like we have given this one email from, so we are getting this, but we can map all these variables, and we can get whatever value we want. For example, if I need subject line, if I need email to, email BCC, email message, email receive time, anything. So let's go for this email message. Okay, and let me give it here email message, and let me create one variable email message, create an and in message box let's print that email message. Okay, and at this time I'm going to loop through all the emails, and I want to loop through those emails in which are unread, and I want to retain the email status. Okay, and I want email in which the sender is automation anywhere. Okay, so it should be an unread email. Okay, let me mark this unread so that bot will be able to read this. And there is one more email from the same sender. Let me mark this as unread. And let me go to this, and here I will give the specific sender. And we should get this email message. Okay, let me run it. So now we have 3 emails total, which are marked as unread. So it should go to these 3 emails. Okay, loop has started and it is completed. It is completed and it hasn't shown any message box because in our loop stage we have given a condition where subject contains this and the sender should be this one. So in our mailbox we have this sender, but the email subject is not this one. From AI pilots to real impact. So there isn't any email subject from this sender. So there isn't any email from this sender with this subject. Okay, that's why we haven't got anything. If we remove this subject line and then we run the bot again, now it will give us those 2 emails. And in the last one, guys, you can see the emails are still unread because we have selected this retain the status. So it is retaining the status, it is not changing the status. And again it is running, loop has started, we have got the first message box. So it has given the email body, you can see it is in HTML. Just a quick reminder that our upcoming webinar is tomorrow. So let me go to this. See, you can see just a quick reminder that our upcoming webinar is tomorrow. You can see this line, just a quick webinar, just a quick reminder. Okay, the evolution from RPA to APA, real world use cases, you can see all these things, but the format is HTML. Okay, let me close this. Actually I have marked I have read this email, so that's why bot is not able to read the another email. Mistakenly I have read this. So this is how you can get the email body. Okay, and if you want to get the email body in the plain text, you can select this plain text. So let me run the bot again, and it should give us the email body in the plain text. And it should be able to read this email as well, because this is from the same vendor, same sender. So we are getting this message box, and you can see now the text is in plain text. The email body is in plain text. All the hyperlinks, you are getting the links for all the hyperlinks. See, here are some, these are the hyperlinks. So you're getting all these things. Okay, when I close this, and now we are getting one more message box for this another email. All right, so that's it. It is completed because we have only 2 emails with this sender. Okay, and now let's see. Similarly, you can extract the details whatever you want. You can either give a dictionary, and then you can access the any value from by using this key. Okay, and now if I want to perform some operations, for example, if I want to if I get this email, I want to change the status, I can select this change status. And if I want to move this email, so let's move this email. And similarly, we can reply to this email, we can save the attachments. So we will see all these actions one by one. For example, if there is any email with from this sender with this subject line or whatever, I want to move that email. Okay, so for this email move action, you need to give the destination folder path in the mailbox, and which email it will move, whatever email which satisfied the conditions which are given here. And if there isn't any condition, so it will pick all the emails, and then it will go inside the loops and it will move all the emails one by one. Okay, so let's try this. For example, I want to read this email, I want to move this email. So I will give this subject line. So if the email message contain this subject line, and sender I'm not giving anything, so then in that case it should move that email to a folder. So folder name we need, folder path we need to give destination folder path. For example, let me see, I don't have any folder, so I'll create a new folder, and here I'll give moved items. Okay, and I'm going to move this email now. So I what I want to do is I want to retain the state this status. Okay, so now we have 3 unread emails in the mailbox, in the inbox. So it will move one mail to this moved items. Okay, so let me give the path first, inbox / moved items. Okay, let me save this. And message, email message, or if you want me to print any other property, let me give email receive time. Now do one thing, let's create a dictionary instead of this, and let me create one dictionary, email details. Okay, and in the message box we'll use this dictionary, email details, and the key is email receive time. Okay, so we are going to store all the details in this dictionary, and we are going to print the email receive date, and it should move the email as well. Okay, loop has started. See, you have seen this email was moved to this moved item, and we can see this timestamp, this date and time. So let's see the day, receive date and time. Okay, we can see 25 10 2025 and 21:52. So this is how we can move the emails to the folder. And now let's see if we have any email and we want to save the attachment. So we can use this save attachments or save all attachments. Any of these action you can use. And here you need to give the path of the folder where you want to save your attachments. Okay. In documents I want to save, so I'll select this path. Okay, so let me send one email with attachment. Okay, so I'm sending one email to my email box with an attachment. Okay, here we go. We got this email. Okay, so we will going to save the attachment of this. So what we are going to do is we are going to loop through unread emails, and we are not going to retain the statement, and we are not checking for any subject. Just we are going to loop through all the unread emails. So in unread we have only one email, and we are not going to retain the status of the email. So it should mark this email as read, and subject we are not checking, sender doesn't matter, and email all these things, and we'll get the count of the attachments, means number of attachments, and we are going to print the attachment number of the attachment, means how many attachments are there. So let me give this number of attachment. Okay, this email has one attachment. Okay, so I have updated the message in the message box, and we are not going to move the email, and we are going to save the attachment to this documents folder. Okay. All right, so let me copy this path, and let me go to file manager, and let me open this folder, this documents. Okay, so I have opened this, and this email, let me mark it as unread, and let me run the bot. Okay, so now bot should mark this email as unread and download the attachment into this folder. So let me scroll it in. So our bot has started. It is connecting with the email box. It has started the loop, and see, we can see the attachment. This email is marked as unread. It has successfully downloaded the attachment, and we can see this email as one attachment. Let me close it. So this is how we can download the attachment from the mails. So after downloading the attachment, you can cross check it, means if file exists in this folder or not. So you can use a if condition, and you can do the validation as well. And if you want to download, if there are multiple attachment, you can use that another action, which is save all attachment. This is quite similar to this option. When we go to any email and right click on attachment, we can see save all attachments or save as. Okay. Now, if we want to reply to an email, we can use this. So I want to reply to this email. Now, I hope you understand means how we are selecting the email from our mailbox. We are applying some conditions. On the basis of that, we are performing these actions. So I want to reply to a particular email. So how can I do that? Okay. And in that email, I can put someone in the CC, in the BCC as well, because as we are replying to an existing email, so it will reply to that particular person. So that particular person will remain in the email to section, and in CC and BCC we can configure as per our requirements. We can add an attachment also. We can give the email body, particular email body, and send email via. And here we need to give the server. Okay, so either we can reply from our mailbox, means this mailbox which is currently opened, or we can reply it to another mailboxes as well. Okay, for replying also we need access to the mailbox. So I'm going to use the same one, Outlook. So I'll select this Outlook and uncheck this. And attachment I'm not giving. In CC I'm not putting anyone. And in email body I'll write thanks for your message. Okay. So now it should reply to that email in which we have attachment, and that email is unread. Let me mark it as unread. Okay. And let me run this. So bot will read this email and bot will reply to this email. So let me show you my sent items. So we have only these two emails, and now it should send one email. Okay, so let's see. Our bot is running. So this email has moved. So we add one email, unread email. So now we can't see any count. And here you can see one new email, which is a reply email in our sent items. See, it has replied to our that email which we got in our inbox. Thanks for your message. So this is how you can reply to a email as well. All right. And as we have replied to the email, and we have one more option to reply all. It is similar to this one. For example, if I go to this inbox and see this email we have received also, because we have sent this to our ID. So as you can see this reply all. If we reply all, so it will add everyone here, means if whoever is in 2 or whoever is in CC, so it will add all those people. But if we select reply, so it will just reply to the email recipient who has sent email sender who sent this email. But if we do reply also, it will reply to everyone who all are in CC BCC. Okay. So this is how we can use all these features. Similarly, you can forward the email. It is quite similar to this reply. So it will forward that email. So I hope I have covered all these actions. If you still have any doubt in any of these actions, please let me know in the comment section, guys. And this is very simple process. Just you should have the credentials of your email server, and email server name, email host, and all the other details whichever are required to connect with your email server or the mailbox. And after that, it is very easy to reply the emails, to get all the emails, and to process the emails. For example, if you want to go through all the emails and you want to move all the emails, you can use move action. You want to move all actions to move all the emails. If you want to reply to someone on the basis of a subject line, so you can apply a condition on the subject line, means if subject contains this one, then reply to this, otherwise not. So this is how you can automate your email box. So means you can if you are getting multiple emails daily and you want to and you have a criteria to judge those emails, means if email subject contains this one, then do this. If email body contains this one, then do this. So you can automate all your steps, all your processes which you are performing in day-to-day life. And for example, if I want to read an email and I want to see whether email body contains this particular text or not, and on the basis of that I want to reply to that email, I can do that as well. Just you need to get the email body which is available in the email message variable or email message key, and then you can you will get that email body in a string variable, and you can apply string manipulation, and then you can get the particular value. For example, if that I want to check if this email body contains this episode 3. So if it contains episode 3, so I want to perform a particular action. So I will do that. I will read the email. I will get the email. I will read the email body. I will check whether that email body contains this episode 3 or not. If it contains, I will perform that particular action. If it doesn't contain, I can continue the loop, or I can perform any other action as well. So this is how you can automate your email box. Thanks for watching this, guys. Thank you.